Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of JR and the Crew. Look at, check this out with my boy E-Man right here.
What's cracking?
Then we got our boy Jimmy G behind the camera.
Doing the damn thing.
And look at, I know you see this gentleman right here. This is our guest today, none other than Lorenzo.
The Barber, a.k.a. Rocky, a.k.a. Sex Machine, a.k.a. Slick Back Hair, a.k.a. He Doesn't Care. All right, that's enough.
We got a lot of names right now for this guy. Hey, man.
A.k.a. Lonely.
That's right.
But check this out, guys. We are on location again. We are right here at Lorenzo's Barbershop. Yes, we're just in the foyer right here, but yet we have his whole shop right behind us on the left side of us. And we're coming live right here in the city of West Covina. So he owns a barbershop called Covina. I'm used to saying, you're like on the border, right? You're like Covina, West Covina.
No,
Yeah,
it's Covina.
no,
Covina.
We're like Covina.
Yeah.
Covina.
Protocol.
Barbershop.
Barbershop.
So this is Protocol right here. This is Lorenzo's shop. Protocol, man. Hit him up and stuff. But we want to know a little bit about Lorenzo. That's the purpose of the show today. We want to get to know Lorenzo, man. This guy has a great story. So let's get right into it. Lorenzo, where did you grow up, man? Where did you grow up and how was that?
California.
Where?
Pomona, California.
Pomona, California. Okay.
Born and raised. I live there. I still live there to this day.
Okay.
That's right.
But how was that growing up for you?
It was good. It was interesting. Pomona's a small city. Everybody thinks it's real big. It's small, but everybody thinks it's big because it's overpopulated. There's just so many people in the city, and it's filled. And
It's filled with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Hooker.
A lot of things.
It's amazing because Pomona has so many landmark and interesting things. Like
It does, yeah.
really good things, but it's overpowered by the bad stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So people look at Pomona like bad, and like the history of Pomona is crazy because the Pomona's was built to be like Beverly Hills, and it was real high class, real expensive to live in. Then they made their first housing projects, and it just overcame the city. And
Wow, that's crazy.
So people were leaving LA, right, to go out that way.
Yeah. And people came from everywhere, and just kind of like because they had the lower income housing.
Right.
So people move and go towards that. Like it happened to Moreno Valley, and it happened to a lot of places.
Right.
So what happens is it just more and more, and the politicians see more money, so they build more, and then they wonder why the city gets all
where it's
fucked
at.
up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because even at that time, we did Jimmy and myself. We had two friends who actually passed away because of the black against brown.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had a guy.
It was really, really bad in Pomona for a long time. When I was younger, I was a knucklehead. I was out there always just if I had a gun and $20 in my pocket, fuck, I was rich. I was having a great time. Like I was a dumbass, just like fucking I was supposed to be.
Right.
But it's crazy because Pomona's also full of opportunity.
Yeah,
That's right.
It is.
Most of it's selling drugs, but
That's a lot of opportunity, my man.
or your body.
That's
but,
not bad. That's not horrible.
opportunity, no, but
But like how you said about the the housings and all that, did you grow up in like those housing projects, or did you live in a regular Beverly Hills home?
You know what's amazing? My dad. I learned this from my dad. Work hard. When you do work hard. And
Hustle.
I learned something from my mom. Hustle hard.
Right.
My mom is a fucking amazing hustler. I'm sorry, can I cuss?
Yeah,
All
man.
right,
Of
my
course.
mom's an amazing
Seen the show
hustler.
before?
Wait. Did you see E-Man before?
So
didn't do anything.
my mom, my dad owned his own house. My mom owns her own house.
Right.
My dad, rest in peace. He had sold it and then he passed away later on. But they weren't the type of people that wanted low income housing. They busted their ass. My mom used to hustle like crazy, work and hustle, and I've always admired my parents for that. And that's where I got it from. Like me, I hustle. Man, you know me. Like I don't ever
definitely.
stay broke because
No.
it feels terrible to me. It feels like I'm letting my parents down, myself down.
Right.
So I've never stayed down and out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Especially right now in this pandemic, you owning your own spot. It's been very difficult for a lot of barbers out there, not just you, a lot of small businesses. Am I wrong? I mean, that's just been something that has kept you above water. But let me not to stray too far. We're gonna get into that. But at the same time, like the way you see it is what you got taught in the streets, I'm not saying it was all positive, but one thing it was just to grind and hustle.
That's right.
Am I wrong?
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's exactly what
you
it
did,
was.
right?
There was a couple different kinds of people in the streets, and one of them was a hustler. And if you hustled, I always had dressed it real clean. I had always fresh cars, everything. Then I had the homeboys that were just blasted and didn't give a fuck.
Knuckleheads.
And unfortunately, a lot of them were on that meth, and they were crazy. They were just flat out nuts. Like they were shooting people in daylight.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out good for almost all of them. You know what I mean?
So, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. So growing up in Pomona, I mean, you did have a hard life, right? I mean, even though you were grinding, you're doing your thing.
Hey, you know what is amazing? Like I can sit here and say, "Oh, I had this hard life," but you don't know it's a hard life. You grew up in it. You know, if you go,
it was life for you.
If you go to Somalia, those kids don't know they got a hard life.
Right.
All they know is life,
Right.
And that's what it was. Like I was a little kid having fun, running around and jumping out a 2-story window to go meet some girl at 2 a.m. With the gun in my waistband and $20.
That shit was fun.
Yeah.
That was the fun shit.
That was life.
That was life.
That was life.
That was life.
Yeah, and I didn't realize. I've never realized until I got older how the stuff I did was terrible. Like,
He's like, wait a minute.
It was terrible. Yeah.
And surviving it.
Yeah, and I thought it was
everything you
normal.
went through. Yeah.
I remember like at 2 a.m. going to see girls or whatever, ducking behind bushes because I'm in an enemy's neighborhood, and I got my strap and I'm like behind poles and like it's like a comedy skit, and it's like but that's what you did. If you wanted to go somewhere, you learned to duck, dive, and swerve, and and luckily I got through it. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been through a lot. Luckily I'm here. You know?
Look good still, bro.
I know you look good, man.
They didn't hit the face.
That's what's up, man.
Other things hit the face.
Oh man.
No, that's good, man. I mean, because you grew up in Pomona, man. You lived your life. So, I mean, were your surroundings kind of like that kind of determined where you were headed at that moment? So you kind of like adapted to where you were at then?
It's amazing because people can say like, oh, it's very few that like they grew up in some ghetto ass area and they're like, oh, don't join the neighborhood, and they end up being an engineer or something. It's very few. And usually those kids are like real shelters by their parents and stuff like that. My dad worked his ass off, bro. He would leave at 5 a.m, wouldn't come home till 6 p.m.
Wow.
He was tired. He's come in, take a shower, and he said, hey, boy, you hungry? And if I was, he'd make some meal. If not, we'd grab some fast food and chill. My mom worked her ass off. Then she would come home and hustle.
Right.
So neither one of them could really get a grasp on me. I was disappearing that night. They were asleep. I was gone.
Yeah.
I was, with my always, I was the youngest out of my generation. I was the youngest. And they would be amazed that I was 13 years old and out 2, 3 in the morning, like just chilling. Like,
right.
They'd be like, fuck, dude, don't you got a house? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
how many siblings do you have?
I got one. I've had 2, but I had a brother that passed away actually before I was born.
Okay.
And then I have an older sister right now that's actually fighting with some health problems right now. Okay. And it's not looking too good, but you got our hopes and prayers out for her. But yeah, she was a little older than me, and she grew up. The thing with her is she grew up protecting me, and we were real close, but the meth got her, and and that, it grabbed a lot of people when I was growing up that I knew. You had the girls when you went to high school that this was my biggest struggle, not to get into that.
Right.
Well, you had the girls in high school that were so fine that you would drive to LA and people would hit you up like, oh, you're from Pomona? Hey, you know that girl so-and-so? And yeah, that's how fine she was. But
That's how fine she was.
Yeah.
Damn, she made it all the way to
5 years
LA.
later, 5 years later, she sucked up. She's smoking the puffy pipe. And she just, she's disgusting. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was probably my biggest struggle, to stay away from stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. So you basically, you didn't really dabble with drugs, but you just kind of like, you were into the gangs and stuff.
Yeah, I was into the gangs. I dabbled with drugs here and there. And but as soon as I felt myself kind of getting carried away, I left it alone and I walked away. And, that's
That's a few
thanks
people.
to my mom actually, I was doing drugs one time and I was starting to get carried away, and my mom told me like, look, you tell me that that drug's stronger than you, and I'll pay for as much as you want. And I got a lot of pride in me. Yeah, I got a lot of pride in me.
That's actually really good, dude. That's
why
really
I look
good
at everything in life, though.
To tell your son or daughter, you know, like, damn.
Yeah, and I look at everything in life from that day on, like, all right, if I don't want to drink no more, is this stronger than me? No, fuck this drink. And I'll put it down, and I just won't drink.
No, I hear you.
And you see me, I just don't.
No, for
but
sure.
it's because of what my mom told me. You tell me it's stronger than you, and that's basically my mom telling me, just tell me you're a punk bitch. Tap out. I'm like, no,
that's not gonna happen over here.
Yeah. Grab a lunch. But but it was good. My mom taught me a lot, man. My mom, I always make fun of her and I tell crazy stories about her, about what she did, and I'll exaggerate crazy stuff.
He does.
But my mom's she's a
big influence in your life. She was a big influence.
And she's a knucklehead. She was a knucklehead when she was young.
Wow.
And yeah. She looks like wet eyes.
Matter of fact, let's just get her on the show.
Matter of fact, thank you. Thank you, Lorenzo. We're actually with that.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna stray too far, man. We got to take a little break. So, what do you think, man? We'll continue on with this and
take a break. Some of the mom stories.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll talk about the mom stories.
More about mama.
And the influence, yeah. All right, man. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. JR and the crew.
Hi, I'm Ron Contreras, broker-owner of Mortgage Masters. That's right, I'm a veteran, U.S. Marine Corps, hoorah! When you're in the market for refinancing or purchasing a home, give us a call here at Mortgage Masters. Enjoy the show, JR and the crew. Right on.
Yeah. That's right.
What's up, everybody?
We're back. Are we back? Are we back?
We're back.
Right on. We're back. So we're talking about your mom, Lorenzo, and
my mom.
That's it. No more tequila for him. No, but we're talking about your mom. But let's talk about your parents, bro, because they were a strong influence on your life. So you want to bring them in one by one, or you want to put them in both together? It's just boom.
Well, you know what? My mom and my dad they were divorced when I was one. Well, separated. They were never married, but they were separated when I was one.
Right.
But they've always stayed real close friends.
Right.
So, like, I didn't have to go through the whole, like, oh, my mom said this. My dad said, they would talk to each other, be real cordial.
That's tight.
But I really learned a lot. My dad was in the military. He got out. He met my mom. He was a biker. And he was just running amok. He was crazy, man. My dad was nuts. He would do stuff. There's a story I like to tell that my mom and my dad used to tell me. Both of them like separate. I was like 1 year old, maybe a little less than 1 year old, like 10 months, whatever. And my dad's at home and he tells my mom, "Hey, I'm gonna go with the guys on a ride." And she says, "Okay, we're gonna go with the girls, the old ladies, with the kids to this park." And she tells them what park.
Right.
My dad was the type that really didn't pay attention. He didn't give a fuck. He was just like, so he goes and picks up his side chick with his boys, and they go to that park.
He just rolled up.
Yeah, he did. Like, what are you guys doing here, right? But he parks his bike, and my mom's like, what the fuck? She hands off the baby, which is me.
Yeah.
Like,
that was you.
So
you got handed off.
Yeah, I got handed off. So I'm sitting there with Joe, the homeless dude. No, but and she goes over there and she yanks the girl off the bike by her hair.
Oh man!
So my dad's standing there just laughing, like he don't give a fuck. He's just laughing.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
And she's like, she gets mad. She kicks his bike over.
Oh shit!
So my dad starts laughing. He's drinking a beer.
Yeah.
And he chucks it at her when she's walking away. And as he's chucking it, a cop's turning the corner and they arrest him.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
they got him. Yeah.
It was like they both would tell me when they tell me, they would just laugh. Like because my mom would tell me like you're a knucklehead like your dad, and my dad would be like, "Oh, your mom's fucking crazy. She took my bike over." But they're both awesome. Like I said, I learned a lot from my dad, just working hard and try to be the best man I can. But my dad passed away 2 years ago, January.
Right.
And
I was fortunate enough to meet your dad and hang out with his dad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And man, it's funny, dude, because no matter, I know he was really sick, bro, and even though he was sick,
bro,
in a wheelchair, he
like,
made us food.
His last days.
Yeah, he made us food.
Yeah.
And he had some beers for us, and we kicked it, and we talked, and bro, he had us fucking dying laughing. So when you see this guy make everybody laugh right now, it's because he gets that from his dad.
Yeah.
That's
my dad,
dope.
My dad used to always tell me, like, dude, your mom's crazy. She would get mad over everything. And I was a kid, and I'd be like what, Dad? Well, I remember one time I brought some girl home. I don't know what the fuck she's mad about. He'll tell me, like, I don't know what the fuck she's mad about.
For real.
Me and her slept on the couch. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know why she's mad.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck she was mad about.
What's she mad about?
Oh my God. But he's serious.
Yeah. But,
Oh
you know,
my God.
my dad, he had a heart attack. And I remember sitting in the room, and I'm sitting in the room, and my dad's unconscious, and he's in the bed. And I'm sitting there, and I'm all choked up, and I'm like, fuck, my dad. And I remember falling asleep. And when I wake up to hearing my mom, and she went to see him in the hospital, and all she's doing is talking shit to him. Oh, what the fuck, you old motherfucker? What are you doing? And I'm like, hey, who's talking my dad like that? And I'm like, oh, hey, mom. Yeah.
Hey man, leave him alone. He's unconscious, man.
Yeah, and my dad,
himself.
my dad just like automatically goes. He's like, hey, did you bring your friends? And my mom's clowning him like, you couldn't do nothing with her. And I'm like, fuck.
That's funny, dude.
I'm the only fucking emotional one right there.
Yeah.
And they're all
Oh,
fucking
man.
around like, I'm out of here, dude. Like,
So your parents had a really good relationship.
yeah,
man.
they did. They
had a good relationship.
You know
no matter
what? And it was amazing because my mom's a tough woman, bro. It's hard to make her cry. It's fucking hard to make her cry. I've only seen her crying a few times in my life. And one of the times is when my dad died.
Yeah.
I get emotional, but I seen her and she tried to hide it. And then, you know, I know we're going through it with my sister right now, and I know she's breaking. I'm at work or whatever, and I know she breaks down. I know she does. She's a tough woman, man. Yeah. And you know, when I got in this accident, when I came out of the coma, I got in a really bad accident, and I felt guilty because I know my mom was like just worried out of her mind.
Right.
And
For those,
like I come home and she really don't act like nothing.
yeah.
I lost 65 pounds and I was real thin. I looked like my father. I remember when I came home, she got teary-eyed. She told me, you look just like your dad. Wow. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? And it hurt me because I hurt my mom, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, she's a badass woman, bro. You see
Super
girls
dope.
You see girls all day today on Instagram. I'm a bad bitch, this and that. You're not a bad bitch. My mom's a bad bitch. My mom's a bad bitch because you know what? My mom busted her ass. She bought her own house. She relied on nobody. She hustled. She's so dope. Back in the days, worked a job. She wasn't some drug fiend. She wasn't nothing. She used to just hustle her ass off. Yep. She conducted herself in a proper manner. She didn't act all ghetto, just all dope.
Nice.
She was a good woman. And to this day, she just works, and she just works multiple jobs.
Right on.
You know,
Well, that's good because you just told us, you know, your parents were a big influence in your life. They still loved each other, man. I mean, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
They love each other, and they showed it their own way.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know what I mean, they showed it their own way. But at that time, your parents, they're a big influence in your life. You were still doing your thing. What was that fork in the road in your life where you said, "Hey, I have to change"? I not that you were living your life, what you knew, but you still there was a fork in the road where you said, "I want to do something different." You know what I mean? I want to do something different with my life because you're an entrepreneur now.
Yeah, you know what? And and it was a process where a lot of different things hit me. Before I was going to prison, I was a youngster. I had kids, and I would do stuff like.
So you went to prison. How long were you in prison for?
10 years.
10 years.
Total of 10 years.
Okay.
And I lost myself in there. I was in the hole for 5 years out of that. And anybody that's done anytime, I don't care what you've done, you figure out to lose yourself, to forget about out here and just deal with in there. And it was scary because I actually thought like, oh, this is me. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
Right.
And that's a hard pill to swallow, and that's a terrible thing to think. When I came home, I seen my kids. And my kids used to go to the visiting. My mom used to take them, and they used to be, oh, Dad, and I love you, and hug me. My kids seen me. They had them cover their eyes. And I stood on the porch, and I remember they go, uncover your eyes. And, I was paroled.
Right.
And my kids looked at me, and all of them at once, without, like, talking to each other, they all, like, what the fuck? And they took 2 steps back.
Like, what is he doing over here?
Yeah, like, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Wow.
My kids didn't want to, like, they love me when they go to visit me, but they didn't want to go with me to the mall. They didn't know me, and that hurt. That fucking killed me inside. And I said, look, I got to do better for them. So I didn't really gangbang. I sold dope, and I just wanted to make. I didn't do it for chains and rims and shit like that. I did it to pay bills.
To be cool. It wasn't to be cool. It was to
it was
get
to
through your day by
survive.
day.
It was to provide for your family.
Yeah, it was to survive. I was never a baller. I was never nothing. I would look at motorcycles and trucks and cars and be like, man, you got to be rich to own that.
Right.
And I didn't realize you just got to work to own that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
gotta grind.
selling dope gets you so far. And you know what the thing about selling dope got me? Opportunity to where I'm at. And I get it. Like, people might say, like, that's my only choice. It's your only choice right now. Save that money. Save that money. If that's what you got to do, then
Save that money if you haven't got busted. But if you're busted, you're fucked already.
Yeah. But it's like save that money, and the first chance you got to get out of that, get the fuck out of that.
Right.
Because once you start spending money on clothes and dough, like chains and all kinds of crazy cars, you're never gonna get out of that cycle,
right?
And you're gonna get busted. Everybody gets busted, and you're gonna lose everything. And then you're gonna start over, and you're gonna start over, and you're gonna start, and it's a cycle. And I was fortunate enough to where, like, I started seeing shit go bad. I don't know. There's some about me to where I could see things and know when it's not going right.
Right.
When it's starting to go bad. Unfortunately, sometimes I don't listen, and I end up basically screwing.
Oh,
myself.
you don't listen?
What, Lorenzo?
I'm rarely wrong, but I am like once every 10 years. Right. No, but and that's the thing. Like I stacked a little money, and when I got a chance to get out, I got out.
That's right.
And I got out, and I own a shop, and I had a partner for a while, and me and that partner went our ways. I opened my own shop, and I do great here. You know what I'm saying? Right. I love this shop. You know what I mean? This is my livelihood.
That's right.
And
real quick, bro, not to cut you short, but we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna continue on. In the second half of the show. So,
sounds good.
JR and the crew.
Yo, shout out, what the fuck's the deal? It's Duno's World, tapping in from Echo Park, downtown LA. Man, shout out JR and the crew, for real, for real. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, man. Have your bitch watch the show, whatever the situation is. Shout out JR and the crew from Duno's World, yes, sir.
All right, guys, we are back, and we are with our good friend Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
And before we went to the break, bro, you said something like you got into an accident. So, what happened, man?
Yeah, July 26th. It was just, I took somebody for a ride. I did somebody a favor, and I took their friend for a ride. And what I remember is I'm looking at the eastbound lane. I'm going westbound, and there's an accident on the eastbound lane, and the car's like rolling off the side of a hill.
Oh, shoot.
So right away, my brain clicks like, shit, like everybody's gonna slam on the brakes, and the bikes don't stop like cars.
Right.
And I look, and I start to get the left of the lane between the wall and the car, but there's a Corvette, and he's coming out of the lane, and then he cuts back real quick, and he slams on the brakes. So as I'm trying to go between him and the wall, I'm skidding on the bike, and I clip the car, the Corvette, and I slam into the center divider.
Wow.
Yeah, I messed up. I messed up my spine. I shattered my lower vertebrae. I almost ripped my foot completely off. I busted my large intestines. So they sliced and diced me. I honestly, like, I didn't think I was gonna make it. My brothers around me, my people, the just regular civilians around me did not think I was gonna make it. I could see it in their faces, and your brother Mikey was there.
Right.
The Mikey boy held my hand and kissed me on the face and told me how much he loved me. And
he actually held your hands when the the ambulance or the paramedics, they snapped your foot back into place.
Well,
they
actually,
tried to
no.
they
didn't snap. They had to put it in a splint because it was hanging to the side. And they had to put it in a splint. Yeah. And Mikey came close and he told me. I remember him telling me. I remember, talking to him, and he was like, I was like, "What's up, brother?" And he was like, "Listen, it's gonna hurt. Like, squeeze my hand, brother. I love you. Just squeeze my hand, bro. This is gonna hurt. Let them do what they gotta do." So I squeezed his hand, and they put my foot back, and they put it in a splint. And then your brother was the last one to let go of my hand when I was getting in the ambulance, and he kissed me on the face. He told me, hold on. And he kissed me on the face, and he told me, "I love you, brother. I need you here."
That's right.
10 days later, he passed away on me, and I was in the hospital, and it was like one of the hardest. Look, bro, my father passed away, and that was the hardest thing I ever had to deal with. And I never thought something would hit me as hard as that. And when Mikey passed away, it equaled out. And right now in my bedroom, I wake up, and I got a dresser and a wall for your brother and for my dad.
That's
and
right.
I wake him up. I say good morning every morning to him, and I love him. But the accident was a big. I like to say it was a big setback, but it's going to be a monster of a comeback.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a setback because you. Thank you for that, bro, my brother. But it was a setback because you're already an owner of a barbershop, right?
Yeah.
So, but how did that come about, bro? Like, out of all the opportunities you might have had, why a barbershop?
My mom does hair. So check this out.
Oh, nice.
So I'm selling dope, bro. Yeah. I'm selling dope, and I'm trying to figure our way out. I see everything. We used to have, in my neighborhood, like 4 or 5 of us that used to sell dope. Mm-hmm. And none of us sell dope no more. But at that time, we used to all sell dope.
That's right.
And I seen it going bad. Like, I just seen everything, like, falling in. I felt it. And I remember telling my homeboy, like, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. And I was going to barber school at the time. And I started cutting hair. I graduated. I was cutting hair at the shop. And I had told my homeboy, like, I'm done. And he was like, why? He was like, fool, what are you doing? You're going to work at a barber shop? We're making good money. And he thought I was stupid. And I was like, I just... something's not right. Like something, and everything started caving in on everybody. And luckily, like, I got out when I did. And that same homie came back to me and he was like, "Fuck, man, I should have fucking listened to you. Like,
I should have opened up a damn barbershop."
But
That's right.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, I was happy what I was doing. I like cutting hair. I've always told myself, even if I hit the lottery tomorrow, I probably would still cut hair. I cut E-Man's hair.
You cut E-Man's hair.
But, I think I'd still cut hair 2 days a week.
But at the end of the day, dude, even cutting somebody's hair, you're actually, how can you say, helping somebody.
Yeah,
because you're making them feel good.
You know what?
I felt great the other day. I was ready.
Yeah, he looked ugly, bro. He looked ugly, dog.
If you're a man, there's nothing like getting your hair cut.
Yeah,
you get a haircut, you feel good. I've had people come home from work. And your hair looks like shit, Jimmy.
Jimmy, get behind the damn. I be coming over here without a haircut, man.
So,
hey, is there any way we can cut his hair after the show?
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get somebody to do your job.
Hey, but but seriously, the rest, like, dude,
bring the parrot.
At the same time that you're bring the parrot.
But hey, for those of you that don't know, when you come and get a haircut here, there's a big ass parrot that kicks it with you in the waiting room.
But bro, like, seriously, like, you probably already know this, but even though you're a barber and you're helping somebody look good, you're actually a therapist as well. Because you hear some crazy stories, dog.
Yeah, for sure. And I tell stories. And you know what? I get kids in my chair. Yeah.
Yes, he does. You sit here and you can just take notes, just write a whole you can write a whole novella right here.
You know what though? Honestly, my favorite is when I get those little kids that are knuckleheads in here. And look, around this area, these kids, they're not real knuckleheads. They're just them cats that are like testing the waters.
Right, the middle class.
And I tell them, like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, this, and this. This is what I went through. They'll shit on you. Like, don't do it. Like, And I like to tell them, like, shit, when I was a gang member, I never went nowhere except the park. Now, bro, I fucking go everywhere. Don't get me wrong. My mom always loved me. I'm not, like, bad with them, but I just changed around a lot of things. Now I've been to Hawaii. I've been to, like, New York. I've been to so many different places, and enjoyed myself.
And they respect that you changed it for the better.
Yeah, no.
So that's how you know they're your real homeboys, because they know that you changed it for the better. Instead of hating on you. And
but my homeboys that grew up and they go to Havasu with their boat and their shit, they love me. And then you get some that are still stuck in there. And I think, honestly, I'll tell you straight, you're envious. You know what I mean? You're envious. You're mad. You're mad because you're stuck. Don't be. Fix your fucking shit and go do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
That's anybody in life.
Exactly.
That's anybody, bro.
Right.
Don't sit there and waste energy being mad at me. Fix yourself and do what you got to do to live a better life. Everybody blames 2020. Don't be a victim of the 20.
Yeah.
Right.
21 will be the same if you let, and it'll sit there and slap the shit out of you. Make it better, do good.
Now that you mentioned 2020, through all this COVID stuff, bro, when everything's shutting down and you owning a small business, how did you keep the business afloat? Because I know a lot of people out there that own small businesses would like to know how you did it. Maybe you can give somebody advice on how to keep their business up.
I told him fuck off and I kept cutting.
That's right. That's what I'm talking.
Straight up, dude.
Get this guy on the damn show. Look, next show he's got to be on, bro. He's got to be a host, man.
Check it out. This is what I felt. You could come in here and fucking shut me down because I'm cutting, or I could stay home and not open my shop and be a punk bitch and be shut down by going broke.
Which is that we established earlier that he is not a punk bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly, like, I can't afford to stay closed. I do appointment only. I keep it safe. I keep it sanitary. I got signs 6 feet, wear a mask. I do all that.
Yeah, you've done everything the CDC asked you to do.
But I cannot afford to shut my fucking doors. Like, there's big businesses that have went down.
Right.
What's going to keep a small business? And I don't get nothing from the government.
Right.
I don't get nothing from the state.
Right.
God damn, did I just burp on camera? But I don't get nothing. I don't get no kind of relief. And nothing helps me. So I'm
quiet on the set. No, just kidding. My bad.
So everybody shut the fuck up.
Joe the homeless man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, Joe's here. The one that held you.
Give him the cans. Give him the cans.
We got Tattoo Dave in the house. What's up, Tattoo Dave?
We're gonna put his ad out there too.
Hey, you misspelled the name you tattooed on me though.
He just blacked it out. Like,
Hey, but Lorenzo, real quick, man. Even through these times that you stuck at it, you did your business, the COVID, you went to your thing. Who were some of the at this time right now? I know your parents were your influence back then, but who's your influence now? It could be something you listen to, something you read. But I'm serious.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Be honest, bro.
I have no. This man, like, he's fucking around, but no. Listen. Everybody has an influence on me.
Exactly right.
Like, there's sometimes me and him will sit down and have a hard time. There's sometimes, I've talked to you about your brother. I got friends right here that I've talked to. Everybody has an influence on me.
Right.
When I went through this accident, I wanted to give up, bro. I wanted to give up. I didn't want to stay alive. I thought there was no hope. I was going to be in pain. I would need help for the rest of my life.
Right.
But there was so many people pulling, and thank you for everybody that pulled for me. So many people that hit me up, and it wasn't on no bullshit level. It was straight up like
love.
People, love. People actually cared, whether I met them or I didn't. I maybe passed them by, or they were customers or whatever. But they showed me so much love. Like, they influenced me to keep pushing, and now I'm doing better, and now I want to be better.
Nice.
I didn't think I was gonna live, and I told God, and I'm a religious person at all, so don't get it mixed up. But I told God, I made peace with him. I said, look, I wasn't the man he wanted me to be, but I was the best man I knew how to be. And I honestly felt like God was like, all right, I'm gonna give you the reset button. I'm gonna make you okay.
That's right.
Now let's see what you can be.
Yeah.
And since this accident, I've tried to be a better man. I've tried to do things and try to help people around me. And
You did a lot of that. 2020, right? You did a lot of that.
No,
You know,
I just did a live video, Brian. You gave.
Yeah, let's. Cool,
See how they cut me off, dude?
Yes. It's Lorenzo and the crew now, bro. No, yeah. We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
JR and the crew.
Hey, what up? It's your man Julian Valentino, the hot Latino that keeps it hot like Tapatio. You are now tuned in to JR and the crew. Like, subscribe, and you know what else to do.
All right, what's up, everybody? We're back here with Lorenzo, the barber at Protocol Barbers here in Covina. Make sure you check them out. Give them a quick shout out. But we wanted to go into some of the good things that you actually did, some positive things that you did this past year, 2020, towards the end.
Well, actually,
you want to touch base on that?
Honestly, people remember like the last year, but the whole 8 years I've been in business, I've been doing things every holiday.
Right.
But like this last year, I was fortunate. Thanksgiving, I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday.
Right on.
So I kind of felt I had a little extra money put aside, and I was like, fuck, man. Either I can pay some bills or I can help some people out. And I'll be honest with you, I was like, the bills can wait. COVID, put it on my tab. You know what I mean? But I bought 14 families full dinners. One lady, I bought a crock pot because she didn't have an onion oven. And
How did you find these people?
Instagram. Like
Instagram,
I put out there, look, if you need Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And
Did people think you were joking at first?
At first, yeah, like it was like they didn't want to ask, they're embarrassed.
Oh,
yeah.
And I kept telling like, don't be embarrassed. Like if you need something, I'm not gonna announce it. I don't want credit for it. I just want to help, and that's
You want
it.
to bless
Like,
somebody.
grab it and go. Like I'm not tripping. You don't even have to tell me your name. But you know what? And then I got like little people getting in my ear, like, how do you know they really need it? And after a while, I felt like I don't care.
That's right.
It's not what you're doing to me. It's what I'm doing for you that matters.
Exactly.
And that's why I feel like a lot of people got to go into things like not worrying about what the other side's up to.
Right.
And I fed 14 families, and I got
Dope.
pictures. I got pictures.
Nice.
People
Can we
send me
blast
pictures.
those? No, just kidding.
I gotta find them. I gotta look through my phone, but I got 14 pictures of naked girl. No,
Send those to me.
no, but
Just kidding. No, send them to JR.
All joking aside, I got 14 pictures of dinners. Like this is what we did, and I really liked it. I really felt good about it.
That's
so
good,
when
man.
Christmas rolled around, I spent roughly like $1,700. And there's people that donated money. They're like, bro, I don't want to do the legwork, but here's some money. Like, so it didn't
That's
all
tight.
come
So they
out of
jumped
my
on it
pocket.
with you.
Yeah, it all
Yeah.
didn't come out of my pocket.
Right.
I didn't ask nobody for it because I hate when people say, I'm going to do this for the homeless, but
Right.
if you want to send donations to help me, no, just you're going to do this for the homeless.
Yeah,
just do it.
Yeah,
You know what I
just
mean?
do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't ask nobody to help
Yeah.
you to help them. You know what I mean?
Right. Or film yourself doing it.
Yeah. That's another thing I
another
really
fucking
don't
thing.
approve
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. Doesn't
He's eating a hamburger in front of a homeless guy.
Let's joke.
Joe, the homeless guy. He's a good babysitter. So check it out. So look, I basically fed 14 families, and
That's good, man.
I felt good about it. I spent
That is good.
$1,700. Some of it wasn't my money. Like I said, people pitched in, and then. So on Christmas, I tried to get on that same roll, and I bought $1,500 worth of gift cards.
That's right.
And I passed them out to kids. I had
that's
people
cool,
come
man.
by, bring their kids. And you know what? And I had a friend pitch in candy bags, little bags filled with candy. And I had another friend, and oh man, I want to plug them. She does balloons. Sandra. Oh,
Their phones are here.
yeah. Oh shit. There you go.
Hold on, pause.
Look. So, so she made balloons like swords, like sword.
Oh, dope.
And I handed those out, big bag. And then she did like all kinds of decorations around the shop, and I loved it.
So you're giving it all out right
Well,
here?
in the meantime,
Yeah.
while he finds her, My nephew was actually fortunate enough to come down here and get himself a little GameStop card. You know what I mean? So he came down here with, with my brother.
By the way, bro, I gave him one, and he goes, look. And I turned back, he was taking another one.
No way.
Hey. I've been meaning to talk to you about that, bro.
That's how you know he's my nephew.
He's all, hey, thank you.
Slick. He's just so slick, man. No wonder he bought a whole PS5.
All right, look. On Instagram, it's balloon_creations_by_Sandy.
Right on.
Bro,
Check them out.
They're awesome. Like she did it for free. She worked till her fingers hurt.
That's good, man.
That's nice. and another friend of mine, Jefita, they call her Jefita. Her and her husband brought pizzas and their friends, their friends that came with them, Grizzly and them, they bought Capri Suns and waters for the kids and it felt good because you inspire people to do better things. And,
everybody coming together.
Some people want to help, they just don't want to do the legwork, bro. And and if you want to make that legwork, then they'll come. You don't have to even ask them; they'll come.
Right.
And you make people's holidays better, man. This COVID killed everybody.
Yeah.
And some of these parents weren't going to be able to buy their kids too much, and that extra gift card, that extra stuff, might have put a smile on their face.
No
and
doubt,
that's what I care about. You know
Definitely.
what I mean?
Quick question though, Lorenzo. I know you're a business owner now and stuff, so you're doing this thing. You're giving back to the community, but do you feel that sometimes people look at you differently because they look at your outer appearance?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
But I do.
But then when they meet you, they meet you, they're like, "Oh, he's he's cool, man.
No.
He's cool."
You know what? People look at me crazy all the time. Neck tattoos, like I don't care. Face tattoo, and people look at me crazy all the time. But I do stuff that will make them tell a story. Like I'll be in Stater Brothers, Winkle, wherever, and I'll be buying a few little things, and then you see the mom with 3 kids and. Put that down. I can't get that. And I'll wait till they ring up the groceries, and I'll pay for the lady's groceries. Wow. I'll be like, hey, here, if it's $62, here's $80. Give her the change, and I'll just. I don't want to thank you. I don't want nothing.
Yeah. Hey, bro, what I want? Where do you shop at? That way we can be, that way we can be in from the front of the line and be like, damn it,
formula, everything.
All kinds of 24 packs. All kinds of 24 packs. Just putting them. Damn, I can't take all these 24.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what I want, bro? Honestly, you know what I want? All I want is I want them to give that story like, this tattoos, scary looking motherfucker.
Scary as fuck.
And just bought my groceries. Didn't ask for a thank you. Bought my groceries and walked out. That's what I want. I want people to stop judging everybody. I get it. There's a lot of
people with tattoos.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are fucking scumbags. I get it. Protect yourself. Be careful.
Yeah.
But just don't judge people because you know what? There's people like me that try to do as much as I can for people, and I've done it way before my accident. I've done it way before a lot. I've been doing it for 8 years. And then there's people in a suit and tie that'll fucking kidnap your kid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the realest thing. Just because
don't judge the book by its cover, as they say.
You wear an Armani suit doesn't make you
shit.
You know what I mean? Shit. And people need to open their eyes and really see that.
That's true, man.
Look, we got a governor that's over here raping everybody and keeping his businesses open.
All the businesses down.
And everybody looks at him like, oh man, he's so great, and he's not.
No, he's not doing good.
He's the worst criminal there is. He's shutting down a whole state.
Yeah, man.
Yep. White collar crime is bigger than blue collar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nobody knows that.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
So real quick, man, I know you have a lot. Because I've talked to you personally. We were chopping it up the other day.
Literally, you were chopping me up.
Yeah, you were chopping him up. And
commercial coming.
Well, actually, it's already been out. But
you saw the commercial.
We're gonna play it again.
We'll play it again in this. But man, so where are you going, man? Where are you headed?
Home after this. Trying to take me to dinner?
Well, everyth's closed right now, so I got to take you to dinner. No, man, but I know you have some big dreams, man. Because we were talking, man. You have some big dreams, man. You want to do a lot.
I play the lottery every week. No,
Great.
That's our investor. No, that's the guy. That's my way of saying like, shit, man. Everybody needs to shoot for the moon, and honestly, I want to buy a house in Vegas, make it Airbnb. I want to.
That's dope.
I got like 10 different plans in my head that I want to do, and
Can you share some of those with us? What you got?
Yeah, bro.
Besides the
there's
Airbnb,
Yeah, there's clothing.
Airbnb
lines.
coming soon in Vegas.
Yeah,
We'll be there. We're recording
We'll test the house out for you.
Bro, like I want to open another business. I want to do things that
Another barbershop or just another business?
just other businesses.
Different.
And
Okay.
to be honest with you, it's about the money, but it's not all about the money.
Right.
When the day comes when I do die, I want to leave my legacy. I want to leave my kids to be like, this is my dad.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when I did that video with Black China, like my kids dug it. Their friends dug it. My kids are adults now. And they were like, fuck, man, Dad, you know, like that was
You got close
badass.
to that big old booty.
Yeah.
You got close to that big old thing.
I'm kidding, China. I'm kidding. Like she's gonna watch.
I
this
know.
shit.
Hey, she's gonna watch this, man. I'm gonna tag her in it.
Yeah.
So you know,
No, just text her for us. No, he really has her number. No, really.
She's our next guest. So,
So you know, honestly, like I want to do things that aren't gonna. I want to make my mark in this world.
That's right.
And everybody fucking should. And they
Right.
don't get it. Somebody might be out there laughing.
Yeah.
Fuck you. But no, everybody should make their mark in this world, man.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
Let motherfucker look. And I don't mean to bring up bad things, but your brother, he made his mark, bro.
Yeah.
I was just telling somebody right now, there's so many people that visit his grave. There's so many people that still post him on Instagram, and it's not because of his birthday, any random fucking days.
Yep.
Bro, he has his own day. Mikey Boy Monday. Yeah. And you know what? He has his own little thing. Hashtag Mikey Boy Forever.
Right.
And it's nothing that he even planned. It was just a person he is. And and that's what I want for my kids. That's what I want for my brothers. I want to be able to do a movie. I do. Like, that's one of them. I want to do a movie. I want to write a book. And it's not as far-fetched as everybody thinks.
No, it's not,
hard.
man.
I'm not asking to be a famous Stephen King or Quentin Tarantino. I'm asking just to have something. So if I die one day, my brother can say, fuck, man, I miss my brother. And
Throw on his movie.
Yeah, throw on his movie.
Throw on the movie, yeah.
It
I want to watch this bad acting. I
dog
want to
shit
watch
ass
it.
movie.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to watch it anyway.
It was a dog shit ass movie, but bro, it was a good ass porn. You know what I mean?
We are in. We're in for this movie. We're down. We're gonna collab. I'm just kidding.
No, but you know, I want great things in my. I have no tolerance no more for negative. I have no tolerance no more for you can't, you won't. Fucking jealousy. I have no tolerance for that no more, brother.
Right.
I just want great things. I want to smile. I want this laughter. I want the good times.
Exactly.
Because if you don't got this, you don't want to sit at the table with me because I will shit on you.
Yeah.
And that's the real fact, bro, because you ain't shit if you can't bring laughter and humor and fucking positive things to the table.
Positive vibes. Right. Exactly.
And that's bottom line, bro. And anybody's taking offense, obviously they know they're bringing nothing to the table.
Being negative.
Nah, man, no one can take offense right now, man.
And everybody needs to be the greatest person they can be, bro. And I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you, what you are. Bro, I was a piece of shit that did ugly things in my life. And
look where you're at now.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm a great person, but I'm not that person I was, bro.
Right.
And I got a long ways to go to the person I want to be.
Right.
And I'm just glad I'm not the person I was.
Right.
And that's good, Lorenzo, because at the end of the day, man, you're making a difference. And I can, E-Man, you could even vouch for this, bro. Like, you could tell in his passion, he wants to make a difference. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, you want to make a difference, bro. So what encouraging words would you give to somebody right now that says, you know what, I'm going on the wrong road, but this is my life.
Yeah.
All right.
This is my life. What would you say to them right now?
Don't give up. Don't give up. Because you know what? Every champion has lost.
That's right.
Every
That's right.
Every
Gold.
winner has lost.
Yeah.
Everybody that is great has lost.
Right. Hell yeah.
It's how they picked themselves up and tied their fucking shoes on tight and fucking.
So here we go again.
Yep. Yeah, stuck
right.
their chest out and fucking tried again. That's the motherfuckers that won. Listen, bro, I'm fortunate. And back in the day, the way I was, nobody would have ever helped me. I was in this accident, and like I have people like Factory 47. Bro, they sponsor. I do nothing for them. I wear their clothes because they gave me clothes, and I buy their stuff in the past.
Yeah.
But out of the kindness of their heart, they give me parts for my bike to help me out. They give me clothes. They don't ask me to do nothing for them.
That's right. Shout out Factory 47. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that.
Whittier, California.
Whittier, California. We'll put them down there also. You know what I mean?
But if you got a good attitude and positive way of thinking and a positive path, people will attract you and they will help you. And they will be there for you as long as you help yourself. Nobody's going to help the motherfucker that don't help himself.
Right.
You know, get off your fucking feet, get off your ass, get on your feet and fucking do something.
That's right.
You know, and I think that's the hardest thing. There's so many people that are like, oh, well, I'm going to just sit here and feel like disability, ADD or whatever.
Right. Exactly.
Bro, they're do what you got to do to get ahead.
Yeah.
Fuck surviving. Get ahead.
Right.
Get ahead because when you have kids or if you have kids, they're gonna learn from you.
That's right.
I learned from my parents.
Right.
And I'm fortunate enough to learn that don't stay down. Don't get the fuck back up and fight. Fight.
That's right.
What was that? Do you watch boxing?
Yeah.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Yeah.
Ali.
Yeah.
And I hear that in my head a lot. Rumble, young man, rumble.
That's right.
Even though I'm an old man now, but
we got to wrap it up. Unfortunately, we got to wrap it up. But if you guys want to do a part 2 with L Dog, make sure you hit subscribe, man. Get us to 100 subscribers, and we'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
Leave us some comments, maybe some shares. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a part 2. This man has so much more to talk about.
OnlyFans.
We can find him.
Where can we find
We can find you at Lorenzo the Barber
Lorenzo
on IG,
the Barber
on Instagram.
Our Protocol Barbershop.
We're gonna put you down there, right there.
Yeah. We'll
Listen, support your local business, small business, whether it's mine or somebody else's support. Because at the end of the day, without small businesses, we're screwed to the man. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Lorenzo, for coming on, man. We really appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Seriously, and email, do your thing right now, and it's out.
Oh, make make sure you subscribe, man. Subscribe, share. We're gonna do my mustache with 300 shares because 150. It seems like you guys really want me to shave my damn mustache.
It was too easy.
So subscribe though, man. Just give us some support. YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you follow JR in the Crew. JR in the Crew.
500 and you get his
Lorenzo.
eyebrows.
How about we do 150? We take his eyebrows.
Oh no!
Hey, we're good.
Until next time, guys.
Peace.